Hello and welcome to Yongnian County. Well, this is where we are for day 3 of the real-time China tour. I'm Lindy Mtongana. Now, of course, day 3 finds me here in Yongnian, a place that is quite famous for Tai Chi, and we'll get to that in just a moment. First, I wanted to tell you a little bit about what you might be able to see behind me. This is the entrance to Guangfu Ancient Town, a very special way to enter Yongnian. In fact, we arrived last night and this was beautifully lit up. It's really a piece of history. Now, Guangfu Ancient Town is almost a replica of a 14th century Ming Dynasty ancient town, and a lot of it is in fact original pieces of the wall, of the moat, and even watchtowers that are still there from hundreds of years ago. Something very, very special indeed here in this area. But of course, as I mentioned, the main attraction is Tai Chi, the sport of the Chinese martial art that is famous around the world. Was in fact born here. This is the birthplace, the start of this Tai Chi martial art. I want to tell you all about it as we step into what's known as the Yongnian's Young Luchan Tai Chi Square, named after the father of Tai Chi, Young Luchan. Now, this is a man who was born here in this village or in this town in 1799, and he died in about 1872, and over that lifetime he developed what is known as Tai Chi. There's a statue dedicated to him, his life, his legacy and his memory right here on this square. Now, of course, as you know, Tai Chi, a combination of Kung Fu and meditation, breathing exercises that come together to form what many refer to as meditation in motion. Let's take a look. As you can see, a class currently underway, practicing what has become a very popular martial art around the world. Hundreds of millions of people participate in Tai Chi, learning all these special movements and exercises that combine to form a very special martial art, a combination of self-defense, and that also brings into it a lot of health benefits. And Tai Chi, of course, has been known to appeal to people of all ages. People starting to train from as young as 10, 12 years old, and it's definitely held a lot of strong appeal for the elderly. I know that older generations find particular health benefits from participating in Tai Chi. It's even believed to help you live a longer, healthier life. Now, these are students of the Young Luchan School of Tai Chi here in Yongnian. They're being taught by the master, Han Qingmin. And he's told us, of course, that he started practicing Tai Chi in this particular style, the style of Young Luchan, when he was just 12 years old, taught by his father. His father was taught by the 4th generation masters, and now he himself, Han Qingmin, is set to become a master, the 5th generation master of the Young Luchan style of Tai Chi. His school attracts students from around the world. He told us earlier that he's had students from across China, across Asia, students coming from Japan and Korea. He's also mentioned American students, people coming from all across Europe, and even some African students have visited his school of Tai Chi. There you can see the master himself instructing this class, teaching them the ways of Young Luchan's style of Tai Chi, a man who himself, Mr. Han Qingmin, started Tai Chi at just the age of 12 years old. and has since become a fifth-generation master. This means that not only does he know the moves, the specific moves that one does in Tai Chi, but he understands the deep philosophy, the deep meaning behind every movement, the philosophy behind this martial art. He has in fact appeared on television shows. He's even been a technical director on a number of film sets, helping to make sure that when Tai Chi is portrayed in movies, that it is done so accurately and with a sense of honoring the true art of this very unique Chinese martial art. Now, what's quite interesting, of course, is that it has spread from here across the world, even to Africa, where I'm from, South Africa. Tai Chi is actually quite popular in big cities like Cape Town and Johannesburg. Imagine that it's come from this small town and made its way across the world. Well, as we continue our journey now through Yongnian, let's leave the class where it is and continue walking through this town just to show you a little more of what it has to offer. Now, over the years, Tai Chi has become the center of the tourism industry here. In fact, Tai Chi attracts thousands of people to this place. Year after year, they host an international festival that includes workshops, exhibitions, all kinds of different classes. And this year, they've actually held their 14th such event. And in fact, the local government here has also started to participate, or at least notice the possible potential of what Tai Chi can bring to this city and this town. And that's been in a sense of really combining other tourism efforts alongside Tai Chi here. And so there's many new activities that are coming up that involve the old town, the ancient town that I mentioned earlier. Of course, there's a river that runs through this particular region, and that too has been a source of attraction for tourists coming all the way to Yongnian. But one of the major attractions, and one that I'm particularly excited to share with you, is in fact the home of the founder of Tai Chi. Yang Luchan lived and practiced Tai Chi. In fact, he honed the craft of it right here in this village where he was born. And now we're about to take a look at the house that he lived in and the house that he practiced in. It has since now been open to tourists. It's a wonderful tourist destination, and people can come here and visit it because it is now open as a museum. And so, of course, many people, when they come for various Tai Chi events, will definitely make a stop at the house of the great master of Tai Chi, Yang Luchan. Let's take a quick look. Well, as you enter, you're of course greeted by the iconic symbol of Tai Chi. And this is what welcomes you to the home, the residence of Yang Luchan. As you can see, it does really reflect early 19th century architecture of China. This is the residence where he would have lived. This is a residence where he worked and trained. One can imagine that a space like this courtyard, is somewhere where he would have held some of his first lessons. And if you walk through each of these museums, each of these rooms rather, there's exhibitions in each room that will give you a really full picture of the history of this man and, of course, Tai Chi. And one of the most interesting aspects that I've discovered today is the fact that, he was a lover of martial arts, somebody that had trained in martial arts for a very long time, experimenting with different forms and styles. He had been in sort of more boxing style of martial arts before, and it took him 18 years to finally develop what we know today as Tai Chi. He first taught it to his sons, and one of his sons was known as a man that was completely invincible. Nobody could beat him in any form of martial arts. And slowly from there, by passing it down generation to generation, just in the family, it eventually spread across the world. So from these humble beginnings, Tai Chi started in this courtyard between a man and his sons and is now a much-loved sport around the world. It's been my pleasure to show you around Yongnian. Goodbye.